Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Prescott's throw there caught by Fehoko. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one complete, it's Fehoko. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's Etienne. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And that's good for a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Prescott. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Jaguars will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team, and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Touchdown. It's complete. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Robinson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. It's caught by Mike Evans. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here's Robinson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They go play action with Lawrence. Throw left side complete to Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard. Running out of the gun with ETN, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A first down throw for Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not as skilled most of them.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Prescott. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Got his man, it's Fehoko. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott to Barkley on the check down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now ETN to start the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. Evans has it left side.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. He completes it to Evans. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Lawrence will throw. There's Evans again, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Prescott. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And Chris Barnes there on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Dak. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Robinson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And that won't help much. Only a yard on first down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Play action. It's Lawrence. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This from 55 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 57 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll go down at the 28. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback, because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Cowboys, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.